Hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2. To Legit City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? It's your boy, me, to Legit City. And we're gonna be playing some Oxygen Non-Included today, getting back into the super classic run. Do I sound different, you guys? I have no idea what's going on. I should be alright. But, hope everyone's doing good today. I see you over there, Miss Chemical Stairs. I gotta fix my cam. It's actually really sunny today. So Mamba's at the windowsill. He's just sunbathing right now. We weren't getting a lot of sun in the recent times, so Mamba's enjoying the sunlight right now. Doing what the kiddies do. But happy Friday, you guys. Hope everyone's doing great. The weekend is right around the corner, if it's not already here. And of course, we are going to be getting back into the super classic run, where we were constantly getting disconnected. This was the correct save, right? I just want to make sure. Wow, I actually have weekends now. I see you over there, Ace Cow. I see you over there. How does it feel to actually have weekends? Alright, so we're in. Last time we were having a lot of issues with shenanigans happening. Game crashing. Don't know why. And then right now we're just doing some scanning. We're doing a rocket launch. Scout this area out. And then we got to do a mission to check out the other areas. It's going to be a fun time. There's a double shot right here. This is very unlikely though. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay. That's 11 tiles, unfortunately. Mamba, I hear you, baby. You're doing alright. I hear you, I hear you. Y'all hear the Mambas. He's making his presence known. He needs to, the people need to know he's here. So we're still charging the diamond press, as we should be. And we have around 140 cycles left. Hopefully we get this done in time. We are halfway through. We started at 25. So this is looking alright. The food we are cutting back on because we are running out of dirt, but we have a lot of meat right now. So there's a good chance we're just going to be living off of the meat. That's probably what we're going to have to do. We should probably cook as much of it as we can. Alright, so let's cancel the wrangles. Whatever we have already killed should be good enough, because I don't want to have too much food. If my dupes aren't doing anything, they could make some barbecue. We could let the critters roam. We need to do the research just in case. And that might take away a little bit of the rad bolts from us, but hopefully it should be fine. Uglarvis, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. How are you, good sir? Of course, we're going to want some sandstone, as we are a little bit low on that resource that we need to feed the hatches. And then we're running low on sand. We should be crushing sand on 2 setups now. Same time, though, we should have a good amount of lime today. Making as much as we can. Let's have this on forever as well. Alright, this is almost done. Let's have this on 0. And then let's bring this down to 1. A-okay. Nice, nice. Good to hear, good to hear. We have 5 cycles for this. Shouldn't be too bad. Doing 8-okay is pretty good, man. Alright, we should be able to mine this out now safely and not actually worry about that. And then we'll start, yeah. We gotta take out more critters, sadly, as some of them are still getting a little bit cramped. The sheer number of critters is too high. We gotta bring that down. Oh, there's also these guys right here. They're not liking the water that's right there. Oh, that's enough to drown them. I guess they're not being drowned, though. It should be enough to drown them. Alright, so we got the tile there, so might as well mine this out. Might as well mine out all the sulfur we can, do all the business there. Start trimming out this area. Grabbing the sandstone and the sulfur. More sandstone right there, it's gonna be pretty good. And then there's some sandstone right there as well. Let's build a ladder. Let's actually build a ladder right here. And then we could get this as well. And then let's build it both, because I can't reach the top. A little bit of sandstone and stand. We could probably go for that. Oh, we can't reach there anymore. Oh, feels bad. We go down the bottom route. Here, yeah, we need a ladder for that. So this ladder is going to get removed. Let's get an igneous ladder over here. Let's put a little bit more on the right side. So 3, 3, 3, 1, and then we get back up here, and then we could mine this again. Okay, cool. Sandstone right there. There's also the iron I should probably mine out. And then this is a 1, 2, 3. Oh, but then that bops my path to go through. Yeah, we'll just got to do it like that. That should be fine. Also, the iron right here. Might as well grab. I mean, it's free iron. I can't complain. Alright, so there is this issue right here. We're melting basically as much as we can up top, so that we could use the cold energy to cool back down the bottom area. Of course, there is probably no need for us to keep adding water to here, outside of the need for hydrogen, but even then I have a lot. I should be able to survive 100 cycles with just what we have in here and stop producing. So I'm gonna do just that. We're gonna cut the water pipe. And this water is only gonna feed into the meta refinery now. I do want to move this over though. So let's see if we could change this up slightly. We'll just do it like that for now. Alright, making lime, hopefully, because we need as much as we can. And then everything else should be good. I'm gonna dig up more mealwood, and we're just gonna live off of meat for right now. We have a lot of meat calories. If not here, we have it here. And I'm so low on dirt that I'm really reluctant. So instead, we're gonna also swap out the bottom and go for some grub fruit. We have a lot of sulfur. Might as well go through that. And then all the sandstone right here. Sweet, sweet sandstone. Gonna want this. Yeah, so we're gonna want to mine all this out first. And then we're not gonna get to the sweetles. I don't want them eating the sulfur. There is the eggshells that are pretty lucrative. Should be fine though. And then there's the extra water right here if we need to. Also composting as much as we can. And then, oh yeah, we need the data banks. We have one more launch still in here. That is Hori. Hori's not doing anything. We'll wait for the new day. Should be fine. Okay, so far so good. Doing the maintenance right now on the colony. Let's speed this up. Okay, so clay is something we're feeding the critters. There's also a little bit of sandstone right there. I need to grab the pea water, if anything. Oh, there's a lot of sandstone right here, though. Can I do this? I would want to mine these three and then start deconstructing backwards. Is there any power here? Yeah, might as well remove that. And then there's this. We might as well rummage. Sedimentary rock. That's kind of just whatever's. But the sandstone's pretty nice looking. Oh, there's a hatch right there. Oh, you better not. Oh, there's a goldfish down here, dude. What in the world? It is what it is. This guy's cleaning our pea water, which is not bad. Alright, so there is more sandstone here as well that we probably should tap into. Got some barbecue. My dupes are gonna eat barbecue all day, every day. It's gonna be neat, pretty sweet. And then we need to dig these up to replace. I need to stop having these jobs also get in the way. Oh, these guys are only eating sand. They're not on the modified diet. Okay, modified diet. Clay and clay, sand, and sandstone. Okay, working on to here now. Work that backwards. This is mineable. It's doing pretty good. We will mine this out because you could still make the jump. And then ideally we just sweep this if we can. Probably, I don't know if I want to remove that ladder. Alright, making some space. I probably need more ranches, to be honest. Empty water pipe, that's fine. Is this reachable? The doors are, yeah, they do open. Okay, that's good. Waiting for that and the other stuff. It's the new day. It's crew. It's time to do some databank shenanigans. Should be fine. Oh, I never mined the top layer. Oh, it was too far. Rip. Alright, 2 ladders there so that we could reach the top. Let's remove that. We can make jump from here. There is dirt inside the top. It's just that it's so cold. My plants are going to freeze. Anyway, I still want to grab Rad Bolt Tack, just in case. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. While we wait to get enough... Oh, we also almost have enough steel. Jeez, that's fast. What's my lime count? Yeah, we have a good amount still. We still got at least 2 tons of steel on the way. Alright, so we just gotta wait for them to catch up. I can make the jump from the fire pole. Should be safe. Maybe put a platform here? Ah, so this is the hot water. Yeah. This is not good, because this is just holding the thermal energy. But at the same time, this is probably good for us, because this keeps this warm nearby the ice right here that's floating randomly, that didn't get to melt. So it feels like it's pretty good. Feels like it's pretty good. We have no ceramic. Because I'm feeding the clay. I have enough ceramic, right? I need to make sure. 7 tons. Yep. All we need is 5 or 2.5. Should be fine. 5 tons of steel? Are we actually at 5 tons? That's the midsection. Hey, we are. And then the last thing we're missing is diamond. And then another 5 tons of steel. We're actually almost at the diamonds as well. We just gotta finish this off. Do a little bit more rad research. Alright, let's check out my dupe. I think it's this one. Yeah. How's Hori doing? Hungry, but 3,000 calories. They're fine, they're fine. There is water in the bathroom, so they're doing okay. And we have plastic, so it's not that bad. Good stuff, good stuff. Midsection, let's go. Wait for them to work on that. And then there's these Drecos. They're just cramped, man, for no reason. Just cramped for no reason. So we have 1,600 meal nutrient bars. Muck root is around... Oh, that's actually really low. We're not making any more long trips, though. And we do have some of the rockets. So there's some upside right there. I'm gonna go grub fruit for all the foods. We also need to stop, Oh, is it because it's low priority? I still didn't even dig up these, though. Unreachable food, yeah, that's fine. Do I just not have any farmers now? Now that I converted my 1 farmer into a rancher? That's a good chance that's a thing, right? Art Mosey, you're gonna be a farmer as well. We need to dig up some plants. We have enough algae to last us a while. How are my fish? As long as they're not cramped, we're happy. We need them all to be eating from the feeder as much as they can so that they have the nice buff. Of course, we got to stack up the eggshells. Oh, these guys aren't getting fed. All right, so copy paste. Yeah, feeding up, like just keeping stockpiled all the critter feeders, dude. It's such a struggle. Such a struggle. Makes me wonder if I should have went for sulfur as early as possible. No, probably not. We probably want sulfur to be a mid-game strat due to how it works. Because I'm thinking that sulfur is kind of nice, but the problem with sulfur is that we kind of went it for Growfood Preserves or the rocket missions, potentially. It's better to have it for that. Because that's the best food. In terms of what we could build that lasts that long. Alright, we might want to mine this out now. It's holding a little bit too much thermal energy. Let's go for this. So it spills out to the left. And it's rust. That's technically oxygen, even though we're not gonna use it. Oh, nice. Oh, we didn't get to build this part, though. I was gonna say it's pretty good. More water. Oh, it's just looping into itself. That's a struggle. Maybe we want to stop that. And then start doing the pea water here again. We do have pea water we tap into. It's probably better we do that. Hello, Tulsi. Hello, chat. Ready for the weekend. What's going on, Hulk Bravo? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Good to hear that you're ready for the weekend. Any plans, my dude? Anything you're looking forward to do? Pea water. Yummy. Lol, Sal, I see you over there. Pea water is a, for lack of better words, is what we call in the business an acquired taste. Have you acquired it, Lol, Sal? It's not for the faint of heart. All good, just relaxing and sleeping, watching movies, eating pizza. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. I was born with it. Hey, born ready. Nothing wrong with being born ready. Ada, can you deconstruct this? Thank you, sweetie. Now we get to melt this ice. And then the salt is cold, so we're just going to bounce off of that. And then this salt's pretty cold too. And then once we warm this up enough, most of this is going to melt. And then we'll get another infusion of cold fluids. Oh, sandstone. I'm taking that. What's going on, Ahaitna? Hope you're doing well. I see you over there. Happy Fridays. And hopefully you have a nice Saturday and a nice Sunday ahead of you. Oh, what the heck? Oh, the water here is freezing. Wow, the water is freezing. Okay. It's probably best that I cut the line then. And then I run this one time. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not attached to the power. That's why. Okay. Let's bring this down to 1. Let's bring this down to 1. So we could go through the water and then just have it stick in the storage. Because the water is too cold. Water is too cold. And it's freezing right now. I don't want to lose it. How are you doing over there in the rocket ship, my dude? How much calories are you at? 1900. It's not bad. He's not stressing. We'll keep him out for another half day. We'll get the data banks back soon. Alright, so we're still melting out the ice biome, trying to get as much water as we can, any type of fluid. We're going to be melting out as much of the ice by introducing warm or hot liquids. Alright, so far so good. We have barbecue now, it's pretty nice. My dupes do not want to dig up any of the plants, though. I need them to stop feeding the dirt. That's really it. If we could stop feeding it dirt, I think we'd be alright. So this is granite, glass, granite, copper, ore. Sandstone tiles, though. That's pretty sweet. If I can, I would love to remove that. Alright, making as much lime as we can. Yep, we're down to 6 kilograms. Good, good. So this is cooling down. We're no longer adding any more hot liquid into here, unfortunately. And it looks like we don't have enough manual labor to have the dupes bring in the water into this area. Oni's heart. 82 hours played. Still haven't launched the rocket. Yeah, you're not supposed to launch a rocket that fast. It took me 75 hours to get past the first 100 cycles. I would say that launching a rocket would probably take you a couple 100 hours, because that is theoretically supposed to be something you do at the end of the game. Now that it is also something that you could do in the early part of the game, it's still something that I wouldn't say is normal. Like, you could do it, it's just for a new player to do it without a lot of external help, it's gonna take you a long time. To be frank, rockets in Classic were a headache because it wasn't the rocket, it was the meteor showers. The meteor showers are not bad, man. I remember the meteor showers. They were friends. Meteor showers are friends, Kappa. Oh, man. The old school meteor showers, man. The shenanigans. I mean, they weren't that bad. There's a lot of sand right here I should tap into. I will say that they were not great, though. But once you know how to deal with the meteor showers, I would say fueling and doing the fuel calculations was the worst. I was not a fan of that at all, man. Fuel calculations in Oni, that was a struggle. That was a real struggle right there. I found out that after you open the Terra, meteors on the frozen asteroids drop fullerene. Wait a second, really? Wait, but the meteor showers only happen one time though, right? Doesn't the meteor showers only happen one time? Like after you open the Terra? Oh, this was sand. I guess we grabbed the sandstone. I hear you, Mamba. It's not one time, but I'm pretty sure they stop after a while. Okay. So it's more than after you do the initial turn on the button, huh? Okay. I guess I never played it long enough to see another shower. Because it's usually turn it on, I'm out of there. Let's go to the Terra and beat the game. That's typically the logic, man. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get to the Terra, beat the game, dude. Let's go. Mambo, snap time, baby. I hear you. You're alright. You're alright. You know what might be happening? He might be seeing some stray cats outside, and he's kind of mad that they're all up in his yard. Oh, he's going to nap. Let's go, baby. Nap time. Mamba knows. There he is, you guys. Mamba's looking for a spot. It's like, ah, right here. Right here. Let me curl in. Lean up against this pillow. What's that on my leg? Nope, it's nothing. Scope out the room. We look pretty good. Alright, man, I gotta clean my legs. That's Mamba right now. I think he, you know, got into something. Alright, so let's speed this up. How much longer for this rocket? This rocket is doing something that's really weird that I want to test out. So I want to see how much longer. It's his destination at a range. We should be fine still. We have 2 tiles per rocket, so we're going to here. 2.4 cycles. Okay, cool. Cool. Doing all the deliveries right now. Dude, did someone just carry 1,600 kilograms of steel? That person is strong, dude. What in the world? Bathrooms are alright. Just need to make sure. Oh, we don't have an overflow here. Oh, crap. Alright, we could use the bathroom water to feed into the meta refinery. That's fair. That's really fair. That's pretty fair. If we have extra pea water, we could boil it at the refinery, making the best steel in the world. Okay. Output pipe is full, and we're still trying to release this still. Oh, I don't have that running anymore, that's why. What's the temperature of the water? 40? That's fine. Now we'll just have this on. Let's go with a 30 degrees. Generate a little bit higher temperature steam, but it should be fine. Someone got food poisoning? I hope they're fine. Oh, from barbecue. Come on, man. That was fresh. They're not taking care of business, man. Feels bad. We're not digging up the plants as we should. Oh, we are out of coal. Really? I burnt through the coal? Oh my god. I still have 300 tons. Okay, cool. Still got 300 tons. We're fine. We're fine. What are my dupes doing that takes so much time? I guess this doesn't matter. We don't have to do that. I guess we don't have to do that as well. That would be nice to do, though. I guess we don't have to do that. A lot of minor things, I guess, I make him do. Outside of that, they're doing a lot of the animal brushing. They're harvesting. What the heck? This guy is going to deconstruct. What? I canceled the job. Oh, it's up there. Yo, rip. I thought I canceled that. Igneous rock. Okay. Why is it igneous? What are we doing with igneous? Still crushing eggshells? What are my dupes doing that takes forever? They're just grabbing pea water? So confused. Oh. There's a lot of oxygen in here. Turn that off. Everything else is off. Should be fine. Good evening. Question. Can a deodorizer work in an overpressured atmosphere? Yes. Deodorizers do not care about pressure values. Only thing they care about is if there is enough polluted oxygen in the area for them to deodorize. If there is, they're just going to operate and just create the gas right on top of the building. So overpressure does not matter. Now, of course, if you want to make it so that it matters, you can. Basically, the deodorizer has an automation port. So you could actually make it toggleable with a pressure sensor. It's up to you, though, right? Depending on what you need. That's great news. Thanks. Gotcha, gotcha. Here we go. So now we need this. There we go. So now we could actually have this rolling. Good stuff, good stuff. I think it's because they're constantly trying to fill up the critter feeders. I don't know what else they're doing that's taking so long. Maybe it's the guy cooking the food? What's this guy doing? Oh, ranching materials. I think they're constantly trying to top off the critter feeders, dude. That's kind of wild. And then they can't keep up. That's the crazy thing. They can't keep up. Alright, let's try to fill this up with as much coal as possible. Let's keep this rolling. And then we are at... Oh, this is the obsolete oil station. Wait a second. Wait a second. I actually scouted the tile ahead of me. Oh, that means this works? Wait a second. I have one tile range still. And I scouted this. Oh, that means I could just use a scout rocket for everything on the edge. I would actually want to send here next, due to the fact that I would get 2 tiles scanned. Okay, that's good. Obsolete oil space station module. Okay, so now I want to test out another thing. So if you guys didn't know, in this game, if you launch a rocket and you're in space and you're out of fuel, we have one option left, and that's the abandoned ship button. Now, of course, inside this rocket is empty. And that's because this is a self-driving rocket that we created. So we're going to abandon ship. And the thing with this is that we had a theory that if you don't discover the planet, if you abandon ship, does it actually launch the debris into the planet, or does it launch to the nearest planet you discovered? Right? Since I've never seen the surface of the planet, this is a good experiment. So let's see. It does go to the nearest planet. It does go to the nearest planet. Hey, Napolinis, we actually don't need Radbolt rockets. We actually don't need Radbolt rockets. So it does go to the nearest planet. Okay. I need to build the new rockets now, though. And I need steel for that. That's the downside. Alright, so I think we'll get as much of it prepped as we can. And then we'll start on this. And then I guess we could build it on this one as well. So we don't need Radbolt rockets anymore. It still matters on moonlit locations, yes. But it is going to be the closest one relative to where you abandoned ship. So apparently I got it wrong. I'm just trashing them. Yeah, I'm just trashing them. We're just going to let it just kind of reach there. We're not going to do anything because technically I didn't land there. No dupes hit the surface. So we could actually reach the edge with the steam rocket. It's actually possible. I think. I need to test this out. Because I got to this tile, going to that tile, and I was able to scan it without actually going to this tile. And I still had a movement tile left. Meaning I think I could go to here and get this uncovered. I might be wrong, but I need to test that out now. So I'm going to be building a new rocket for self-driving. So of course we are going to need a trailblazer. No. None of it requires any energy at all. So it's pretty convenient because of that. It doesn't need energy, which means I don't need batteries. All I need is a trailblazer and a solo nose cone. Now, of course, this is the specific strat, though, right? This is the specific strat. Let's see if it works out. So I just need the headpiece, 4K more steel, and then I'll be able to just build like 10 rockets and send it out at the same time. I think that's going to be the play. Now, of course, I still need to build a rocket to do the test run, because I don't know if it will work out the way I think it does. Because when I do get to the outmost layer, I don't have any movement left anymore, so I'm thinking maybe the game doesn't give it to me. And then at that point, I would still need the Radbolt tech, so I'm going to keep teching up. But I want to see if it's possible, right? And there's 2 things I want to grab. Alright, all the loot drops on the ground, sweet. But we got to remove all this. Oh, we got databanks from that? I got a databank? Why? Why'd I get a databank? How much is this? It's literally 1 databank point? Yeah, 1 kilogram. Dude, what in the world? I got 1 databank from deconstructing my spacefarer? That's not how that works, right? I don't think that's how that works. Okay, above that is going to be the solo. Alright, so we're going to need to have this built. I want this relatively quick. Alright, this is not going to work anymore. We have water in here, though. We can empty the contents and dump it out to here. No research. That was a enclosed telescope. Nothing else. Well, bathroom, and then a rocket launch, and then a mess table, and a fridge. That's literally all we had in there, and a gas pump. But yeah, it was weird, because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be getting this. Not sure if I'm supposed to be getting this. Either way, though, we are 13 kilograms. It's pretty good. And we're already just 4 tons more of lime. Okay, so this no longer matters, which means I could allow access into here now. Right? Which means I always have lime available with the eggshells. And I'm back up to 125. Let's go. So we still have this box, 18 kilograms of eggshells. That's not bad. I need to make sure my fish are not cramped or overcrowded. And if we're okay with that, we should be fine. We got the printabout. Oh, steel? Not gonna say no. Oh, sand though. I gotta take the steel. I gotta take the steel, man. Can't say no to that. Alright, can we uproot all the plants already, man? I don't have enough dirt to keep the food processing. You're sitting on 580 kilograms of lime, not using, sending via mail. Yo, man, I don't know if the post office delivers in my neck of the woods. You know how it be sometimes. I don't know. They're gonna want to stop by, man. I kind of want to pump up a little bit of the CO2, man. There's a lot. It's coming in from the coal gens. Alright, so we should have enough coal now to keep this rolling. I still need the diamond, though, so I'm reluctant to freaking keep doing the research. Alright, got the Spacefarer, got that built. All we need after that is building the Cartographer module, and then we gotta remove these pieces. I wonder if I have to do something like that, so that we could actually reach to deconstruct. Got alert, gotcha, Napolinis. We'll see you in a little bit. Take care of business, my dude. Alright, so we're out of meat. I might have to go for another... It might be time. We gotta wrangle some critters, boys. You hate to see it. So what do you do if you ran out of dirt? Best colony died because of it. You usually have to transition to something else. A lot of the times, depending on where you're at in your colony, I don't know if you're going to need dirt anymore, but there is a need for dirt in research. So unless you're finished with your tech tree, you're always going to need research with dirt for the research on the novice research level. So even when you get to something like this, you know, multiplexing, when you grab someone and hit them with 3 suplexes, you still need the novice research. It requires dirt. So when you run out of dirt, you probably still have polluted dirt, right? Polluted dirt. And a lot of the times, you'll probably keep it in a bin somewhere, not because you want to save it, but because it off-gasses and it has food poisoning on it. So a lot of the times, you could have that composted, and you still have dirt for research. If you need to start generating dirt, though, there's other ways of doing it. You could actually compost seeds as well. So if you go to your seeds, if you look at it, I have 770 mealwood seeds. I could compost that into dirt. It's a very slow process, though, so I don't recommend it unless it's, you know, a last resort. But outside of that, anything that's organic in the game that goes into the organic category. So there's a organics category, right, in the storage bins. Not everything, most of the things here, if you cook it, becomes dirt. Algae, rot pile, slime, right? Algae. becomes dirt if you cook it to 125. Same thing with slime, same temperature, 125. And then rot pile. I think you could just compost rot piles. They don't actually become anything. So you just have the rot piles, they become polluted dirt, and you compost it. Outside of that, though, if you run out of dirt, it usually means you can't be using dirt anymore as a main resource. It usually forces you to make a transition. So that usually means finding another plant. In my case, it's grub fruit because it consumes sulfur. And that's a more sustainable option as there is a sulfur geyser. And if you get this geyser and you have the grub fruit seed, you technically never run out of food until you have a population that's too big for the geyser to provide for. That's the only thing you have to basically think about. How much grub fruit plants can you maintain if you have your geyser at maximum capacity? And then from there, you just, keep it under that line and you're going to be fine. But yeah, it really depends if you were using dirt for food or not. If you were, you're usually forced to use something else. Whether that's either another farming plant, or in my case, we're ranching. So we're just going to be eating meat for the foreseeable future. This was not high priority, that's why. There we go. Now they're going to start wrangling these guys that are stuck in the doors. So many hatches in one spot. Hey man, don't forget the Sweetles. They're coming up, dude. The Sweetle army is trying to match up the hatches. And these guys all lose to 30 grams of water. I don't know how to explain that, but they lose to 30 grams of water, you guys. Imagine this army sees a drop of water and panics. It's probably because they're related to the Wicked Witch of the West. A little bit of water, they're going to start melting, dude. Yep, a little bit of oil, they start drowning. It'd be like that sometimes. Real talk, man. Why is no one wrangling right now? It's been a full cycle, dude. Feels bad, man. It's been a full cycle. Thanks for explaining, but how do I cook slime? Do I need a hot room? Yes, normally you're going to need a steam room. Right? Whether it has an aqua tuner inside or not, or if it's a geyser, a hot geyser. Like something that's 500 degrees, maybe a molten metal, maybe magma. All those are viable heat sources. There is natural gas, but it's actually slow for natural gas to heat up to 150. So I wouldn't recommend it. But a lot of the other heat sources that are pretty fast is a pretty good solution. Aqua tuners, thermal regulators, rocket exhausts. There's so many options. Having a rocket platform above a tile like this, where you drop off maybe with a chute or something, so that when the rocket launches, it heats up the tile and whatever's on here, and it could cook it. So that is another thing that you could do. Rocket launch heat. It's pretty good. I, too, am a hot geezer. Okay, geezer. I see you over there. Apple Kriva. If you guys didn't know, Apple Kriva is 69 years old. That actually confirms the fact that they is a hot geezer. Nice. Hey, we're in, boys. I see you guys in chat. I see you guys in chat. Oh, you know what's actually funny? When we abandoned ship and the material landed on this rocket, this planet, it actually didn't discover it. Huh, that's kind of interesting. That's actually kind of interesting. Like, I'm serious. That's actually pretty interesting that happened like that. Can I not reach this? It's just schedule, right? Pocket fully rotting, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We allow them to do that. Okay, so oxygen is fine, 1,400 kilograms. Hydrogen is also pretty healthy. I don't need to worry about that yet. And then lime. Lime and steel. That's the name of the game right now. We're crushing as much as we can, making as much steel as we can as well. And the water's pretty temperate. I think we should go back to producing. Oh, we got 14 right here? That's 1.4 tons. I'm gonna be at 2.5, dude. I'm really close, man. What in the world? Alright, let's turn this back on. We were using this to melt out the area. It's back to being pretty cold, but we're just gonna drop the hot water back here again. I should move it in a little bit more so it touches more of the ice, but I don't want to mine it and then break it, right? So we'll move it slowly. A lot of the individual bubbles of ice right here has melted as well. And then I would want a little bit of the water to drip on the right side. There's a good amount of ice right here that we can melt into water. Still got... Oh, we also have pea water here that we could use. Let me... Yeah, let me cut that again. And then we could do this. Alright, so we're going to use the pea water we dumped in. So we could add water to the system instead of looping the same water. I do want to do that. So it should be good. Trying to melt that area. We also have a backup ice biome right here. If we need to move the meta refinery, we will. But I hope I don't have to. It's going to be a pain. How is everyone in chat today? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Too Legit City, and we're doing the Super Classic Challenge. If you guys are not familiar with what we're actually attempting, this is a challenge run. What we're doing is actually trying to do the exclamation point Super Classic Challenge, if you guys want to check that out. And what that is we're doing a no geyser run, which is why the geysers are sealed up. We actually, on Discovery, have to seal these up. Or if we have a sealed up area, we could also just say we're not going to tap into it. Now, the second thing is no one could die. And since we don't have geysers, we have to find our own source of water. In my case, I'm using pea water that overflows and melting the ice in the map. It is going to have to be a Terra Start as well. And we are not allowed to use the teleporter. So my teleporter has been removed. That makes it so that we cannot go to other planets. If I actually click on this planet, because I flew by, I only have the surface area, as that's the only thing I could see from passing by with a rocket. Now, with those restrictions, our goals are to build the Great Monument, and we just need the headpiece, and then we have to find the Temporal Terra point of interest. It doesn't mean we have to open it, we just have to scout out the map and look for the Temporal Terra. It's one of these question marks. I just have to uncover it with a rocket. Now, because we don't have access to geysers, and because we can't go to other planets, we're very limited on the resource. There is also that added challenge of having the Terra Start, meaning that you have to start on the Terra asteroid, which means you also get no oil at the bottom. We get the magma, we get the volcanoes, but there is no oil. So that means there's no petroleum rockets, no landing on other planets also means no fullerene. There's also no drill coning, of course. So the points of interest can't be utilized. And because of all that, it's a nice little challenge run that kind of pushes us to make do with what we got. So, would you count volcanoes as geysers? Yes. We cannot use the volcanoes. Cannot use the volcanoes, cannot use the geysers, and you also cannot use the vents. Anything that's considered a geyser vent or a volcano, none of those are going to be used. No oil wells either. If you have an oil well on your planet, you can't use it. No leaky oil fissures, none of those. You could only use the resources. Nothing can be produced by something like that. Actually, I don't need to do that. I mean, it's sulfur. I do want to transition to the grub fruit, though. 50,000 kcals of preserve. That's pretty sweet. And we're still not... Oh, is it locked? No, it's not. What? Oh, this is broken. Oh my god. How long has that been broken? Oh, that's so bad. That actually staggers my lime. I didn't even realize that. Dude, that staggers my lime. Because that means my rooms are cramped. Oh, man. They haven't been delivering the eggs. No. How long has it been? My lime factory is so weak. At least we have the Paku picking up the slack. We get a lot of lime from these guys. Let's up this to 2. What's the point of the run if we can't flood our asteroid 10 times over? I mean, you could flood the asteroid. It's just with minimum building. You just have to build out the tiles, and then you could flood the asteroid. So if you spend all your solid resources on building tiles, you could flood yourself. I'm just saying. It's possible, it's possible. When you dig out 1 tile of igneous, you could build 9 tiles as a result. So, we should be fine. Nope, I lied. 4 tiles. 4 tiles. 4 tiles. This does not get that hot at all. The sleet wheat grain's hot, but the salt is barely warming up. I need to melt more of the ice down to here, man. Real talk. This needs to melt on the right side. I could also move it into the pocket now, so we could hold a little bit of the water, which will melt this a little bit faster. I mean, it's not needed yet, though. And we're still crushing eggshells. Still making as much steel as we can. Alright, so we could do this now. We need another trailblazer here. We got to build our rockets out. We have another spacefarer. We got to do that here as well. Make that out of copper, so I don't use the iron that we need for steel. And then after that, all we need is to build the cartographer module. That requires steel. I don't want to do that until I build the headpiece. So, let's speed this up. And let's see what we could do. Oh, look at that. This guy, he's fallen and he can't get up. What a travesty. Are we okay here now? No more crampage. No more crampage. Let's go. All right, we're also going to be refilling the rooms as well. If we have any of the critters dying off with the hatches in here. It's going to be a restock run. It's going to be pretty good. Another thing I am worried about, because we ran out of reed fiber last time. We have 3 reed fiber. I was going to wrangle these Drecos that are just chilling right there. Let's open up the door so that these Drecos that we shaved off could run out, and then we're going to wrangle the ones that are fully grown so that we get some more reed fiber. We actually need it because we don't have any plants growing with reed fiber. And we're still using the dirt. Hello? Can we just dig everything up? We're still just supplying everything? Alright, man. I'm done with this. My dupes. We just gotta deconstruct the tiles. They're struggling to dig up plants. My builders are gonna be a lot better than that. Ooh, do I want to take another dupe? Another farmer, man. Another guy that cooks could be pretty good. I'll be down. I'll take Devin. Alright, Devin is going to be a cook and a farmer. He's going to hopefully help us out with this. We want to copy the grub fruit. Grow that over here. Oh, we don't have grub fruit seeds. That's right. It has to be this one. That's a spinally grub fruit. I know it looks weird. But it should be fine. I gotta give my boy the cooking skill. My boy Devin comes with a skill point. Grill master, let's go. We're gonna increase the meat supply in a very legitimate fashion. Increase the meat. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Meat is back on the menu. Okay, we are out of sandstone. Ah, man. We are out of sandstone. Alright, so that means we are very low on food for the critters. Okay. I messed that up, but I should fix this, man. Let's make this a high priority. Alright, so this is fine. There's no more sandstone here. We dug it all out. Guess we could mine that. The sucrose. Sucrose? Was there a sweeto here? That's a lot, dude. 744 kilograms? What in the world, man? Why do we have so much sucrose right there? I kind of want to get that because it's I'm gonna need it for the preserves. Let's just put a bin here. So the hatches in the crowded room don't reproduce? That's storage? Yeah, for me it's storage. Hey, Mr. Live Action Pixel coming in with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Mr. LAP Cheeky Raid. I see you over there, Carter. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. Shout out to you, man. How was the Oni? I believe you were playing some Onis today. How was the Oni streams? I see you over there, Kit. LAP himself. We also got Mr. FRD Dot. Welcome on in, you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. How you doing, Mr. Live Action Pixel? Talk to us about the Oni run today. What were you guys doing? It was a nightmare. I just rage quit. Oh, what? What happened, dude? Holy heck. What happened? Did you get bopped by chat with the interactive mod? Iopzu, I see you over there. Almost Emily, welcome on in, you guys. I see you guys over there. Dude, that sucks, man. Rage quitting. You hate to hear about that thing happen. It's because Twitch would not take me. Twitch didn't see your existence. Game was being mean. What did the game do? I need to hear what happened, man. Feels bad though, Mr. LEP. Oh, they finally did it. Ah, that's because of the new farmer I got. I'm pretty sure. All right, we'll just leave this here. I don't want to deconstruct that. We'll keep the dirt for next time, or maybe put grub fruit there. There's a whole bunch of things going on. Food issues. Sour gas boiler just broke. Oof. Sour gas boiler broke. We turned insulated tiles into no longer insulated tiles. Some things went wrong. Oh yeah. Contrary to popular belief, man, insulated tiles are no better than regular tiles, except that they have a different calculation when doing heat transfer. A lot of the times it involves square roots and a different type of configuration. And also it's they do a difference of average, or is it a difference in value and use the lowest? I forget. But either way, sour gas boiler is breaking. That sounds tough, man. That's so hard to fix. That's probably the hardest thing to fix in the game. Because a lot of the times you're dealing with a hot temperature. Not only that, you already have hot gas, which is the worst state of any element because of how easily it spreads. Volcanoes and all the boilers, I mean not boilers, volcanoes and all the metal volcanoes, they're liquid. So a lot of times it's easy. But sour gas boilers, man, you're making a super hot gas and you're trying to do things with that. That's tough. That's tough. Heart goes out to you, Mr. LAP. Hopefully, though, you'll get things right. And it'll be better next time, man. You got the weekend to check it out, or just have the weekend to take your mind off of things. Either way, man. It'll get better. It'll get better. Classic Oni disaster. It was vacuum until it wasn't. It was cold until it touched the magma. It was good until it wasn't. It'd be like that sometimes, man. You hate to see it. What's going on? Peter. .pg. I see you over there. Let's admit it, though. It was chat's fault. Yep, I got it right. Chat was wrong. Yeah, I had an ice block as a thermal battery for the cooling part, and that melted. So the hot water was about to flash into steam. Oh my god, FRD Dog coming in with the 17 months. Thank you so much. Just noticed that they had the Prime free. So there it is to you. Appreciate you, FRD Dog. Thank you for using your Prime and using it on me. Enjoy the Emo T20 Dice ad-free viewing. don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support. This is overheating. Oh no! Wait, what? How? Oh, I had that weird meta refinery glitch again. Yeah, I had the meta refinery glitch. Let me pipe in some clean water, and then that will fix it. Alright, so let's also, because of the steam, fix this part. Alright, so we got a little bit of clean water in. We can cut this line now. And then I have to hit empty contents. There's a weird glitch that we could use, yep. And then that saves us a little bit of a headache. Cool, okay, so we fixed that. We should be fine. All we have to do now is just repair this. The meta refinery glitch, it bops me and I'm gonna use it against itself. It'd be like that sometimes. But yo, FRD Dot, thank you for the 17 months. Ice block thermal battery and then it melted. That's tough, man. Nice to meet you. I see you, Peter. Am I saying your name right, man? Glitch. Yes, it's a glitch. We bring disaster with us. Oh, man, don't say that. So enough talk about Nick getting screwed by chat. What are we doing over here? Okay, so we're doing a challenge run called the Super Classic Run. Exclamation point Super Classic to see the rule set. Gonna grab some tea and snacks. Got you. Once I actually complete the challenge, we're gonna start challenging other streamers. So, of course, Mr. Live Action Pixel is gonna be one of them. And it's a challenge run where we do no geysers. So we seal it up, and the moment you find the geyser, you have to seal it up. So we found that. We found this one. There is a natural gas geyser. We just didn't crack into it. There's a cool steam vent. We sealed it up. And you can't use the geysers. The moment you find them via fog of war, you have to try to go to it and seal it up as fast as possible. So if you have the case like me where you spawned with cool slush geyser on the map, but you couldn't break through the granite because you didn't have dig skill at cycle 1, you know, as soon as you get it, you have to go seal it up. That's what we did. Now, afterwards, you can have no deaths. No one could die. And then the other thing is you cannot land or go to another planet. You can also not use a drill cone to harvest resources. So we took away the teleporter, and we cannot land on any of the other planets. Now, those are the restrictions. And we can't drill cone as well. Now, the goal is we have to do Home Sweet Home, which is building the Great Monument and fulfilling the other objectives. 60 morale, Great Monument, 12 dupes, survive 200 cycles. And then we also have to find the Temporal Tear. The Temporal Tear is a point of interest on the star map, so that's why my star map is uncovered. So we need to start scouting out the edge tiles right here with the question marks on it. And then we could try to figure out if we could find the tear or not. Because with the limitations we have, it's very hard for us to build a rocket that is able to scan that tile. And at the same time, we have a stipulation of no deaths. So you can't do a suicide run or anything like that. So that's a challenge we're doing right now. Now, we actually have a time limit. There's an achievement called 1 year to be exact, where you survive for 365 cycles. Once we get that achievement, time is up. And if we don't complete the objectives that we set for ourselves, which is Home Sweet Home and finding the tear, we lose. Yeah, we can't enter it. We can't enter it because we can't land on the frozen planet, right? And if we can't land on the frozen planet, we can't breach it. So we just have to locate it. All we have to do is scan it with a telescope. And then if we reveal it on the star map, we complete that objective. So that's the challenge that we're doing right now. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out if it's possible, how much water we're going to have, if we're going to have enough steel to build the Great Monument in time. We're cycle 238 right now out of 365. But we almost have the last headpiece. And you can see my star map's pretty, you know, we uncovered a good amount. So the next thing we're doing right now is trying to set ourselves up with steel. We're doing a lot of ranching to get lime, of course, because there's no poke shells on the map. We have to do a lot of eggshells for lime. So it's a weird kind of playthrough because of that. Where does water come from? Space mining? Do petrovents count as geysers? None of the geysers. Anything that's in this category of geysers, whether it's a volcano, metavolcano, vent, geyser, leaky oil fissure, oil wells, none of those. None of those are allowed. You cannot use any sort of geyser at all. So hope that helps, Sergeant Amalis. Is the map seeded? Specific map? Yes, you have to play on Terra. Spaced out DLC Terra Start. So you have to play on the smaller map size, and it has to be the Terra Start, because on the Terra Start, you have no map modifiers. So although you can have a little bit of randomness with the seed generation, it's shuffling everything within its small... How do I say this? Anything that's affected is only within that small realm. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, right? It's the Terra Start, it's the first one, and it's on the Spaced Out DLC. No, this is a normal world. You could actually just copy my seed. That's what it is right there. But it's Terra Start on Spaced Out DLC. Without going into technically correct. It's a Terra Start with Spaced Out DLC. It could be technically wrong, but you guys know what I'm saying. No Classic Start. No. Spaced Out Start. Spaced Out Start. It has to be the small one. Yes, it has to be the small one. This is the size of my map. So, you have very limited water, right? Yeah, it's Terra. I call it Terra for short. And it's because on the classic Terra and the new Spaced Out DLC Terra, it's the same composition. It's just size difference. But Spaced Out DLC Terra Start is what I'm calling it. Sorry if I'm technically wrong, but that's just what I'm calling it. I could see an interesting ranch layout. How does it work? Oh, this is just an early game ranch solution that I set up. The problem with setting up ranches in the early game is the fact that you don't have auto sweepers, right? If you don't have auto sweepers, even if you unlock it, you're not going to have mechatronics, right? You need to get mechatronics in order to build it. So you run into the issue where you just have cramping all the time. So I made a design where we automatically drop off eggs into this dispenser, and then we can't reach it. Now, the water drops prevent the critters from leaving, so if I had shine bugs, pips, dracos in here, they wouldn't be able to leave. And the idea is that these guys are in the entire map as a room, so they're not supposed to get cramped. Sweetles would be able to starvation ranch themselves, right? If they're not cramped, we would still get an egg from the Sweetles. The hatches would die out. But for the most part, this was an easy way, an automatic way for my dupes to pick up the eggs and drop them off here. Of course, that mixes up my wild critters and my tame critters, but I didn't really care for that. So in my case, this is just an easy way for me to make a design where the critters don't get cramped. And now we're cramped because we just have too many critters for the map size. I think I have 360 critters, because I have like 100 Paku right here that's in a similar design. But yeah, that's how that works. Can you recover meat from it? Only if so I have a separate segment right here. This is a door that I don't allow access. And then everything on the right side, I could wrangle. Anything that I wrangle right here gets dropped off into a kill box, which is where the meat comes from. So this way, the hatches don't jump on the meat as soon as we kill them with a gun. Right? Because that was the problem I ran into. I would kill a hatch, and then there's 50 hatches immediately eating the piece of meat. And that's a bad time, so. Because we get no food as a result. So we just wrangle it from the backside. That way we don't link the eggs infinitely in a weird loop. And then I could just open the door while locking this door. And then we allow more, critters to come out, lock the door again, open this door, and then we just wrangle these guys, put them in the kill box. And then we get meat. It should show you the type when you hover over the cycle. Yes, it is Tyrannia cluster. No features. So that's the only reason we played on the first cluster. There are no map modifiers when you hit the dice roll button. If that makes sense. So when you roll the dice on any other cluster, you'll get things like boulders, geoactive, magma channels, subsurface ocean. There's map modifiers for the other maps. So you have to play on the first one because it's consistent. That way we don't get someone, oh, I got a crashed satellite. So that means I don't need steam rockets. I could go straight to Radbolt rockets. Things like that. I just want to prevent some inconsistency in the challenge. But that's the run. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to help. And right now, let's speed this up. We got to get steel. Zero Dragon, I see you over there. Oh, someone in chat earlier. It was Pal Palakpol. I'm probably saying that right. You asked about the storage right here. Yes, we're just keeping them alive. The Sweetos would be able to lay an egg if they weren't cramped. And for the most part, I was not expecting this many hatches. I just kind of left them alone for a while. Now, though, I'm using them as a food source. So we're killing them, getting barbecue, and then we're eating that because we're out of dirt. And that means no more mealwood. So I ran out of dirt for mealwood already. Feels bad. So I have to rely on another food source. Good thing we got the ranching started, though. It's not that big of a deal anymore. Now that we have like, a couple hundred hatches we could go through for food. And we're still reproducing more too, so it should be alright. Alright, so let's also take out the Sweetles. And maybe we'll leave, we'll take out the Sweetles. And then the Stone Hatch as well. Just drop them off. How you doing, Zero Dragon? How you doing today? I always do eggs and omelets via Duke priority and have sweepers and all that jazz. Yeah. I understand that, but it's in the early game, you're not going to be able to set that up as easily. You would have to wait to get the tech. You would have to also wait to get the skill points. In a normal playthrough, that's pretty good. And if you didn't know, you're better off using Paku eggs for omelets. Using anything else for omelets, it's not worth it. I will say that. You're 100% always better off using Paku eggs. If you didn't know, Pakus give you double the amount of raw egg yolk and eggshell compared to any other critter. It's at least double. It's 8 times better than shine bugs. It's 2 times better than hatches, Sweetles, Drecos, puffs, everything else. But then I would have to ranch Pakus. Yeah, but one Paku feeds 5 dupes if it lays an egg, and you tame it so it lays 2 eggs every 3 cycles. Dude, Pakus are insane. Look at that, 67% reproduction per cycle. And then the egg hatches in 5 cycles with no incubator. If you incubate it, it hatches in 1 cycle. It's pretty insane. Pakus are an insane food source in terms of just the raw numbers, man. Oh, with egg cracking. Yeah, I could see that. There are some other creative designs you could do, though, that doesn't require, like, sweepers and stuff. Similar to how we made a drop-off for the eggs like this. You could do something similar with the Paku. It's not that it's less efficient. It's actually you get more calories. It's just you get less morale. That's how I'm calculating it. You get 8 morale from eating the barbecue versus you get, what is it, 4 or is it 2 morale from eating the omelet? But you get more kcals from it. Right? Because you get, what is it, 22 or 2400 kcals versus 16? Oh, versus 2000? It's plus 2 quality. I haven't made a single omelet in my playthrough, dude. Feels bad. I actually can't check it. Feels bad, yo. Plus 2 quality is not the same, though, as the morale. The quality plus 2, I think, translates to 4 morale. I might be wrong. But it's a positive value. It's just not as much as the barbecue is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. How you doing? Internet good today? Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get any power outages. It wasn't an internet issue. We lost power in the house twice on Tuesday. So The entire house went without power, so of course my router went down, my computer shut off. And then, you know, we went back to streaming, and then it went out again. Ah, it was such annoyance, man. Such an annoyance. Look at this guy. He's not even in the ranch. You gotta wrangle him. Gotta drop him off in the same spot. Alright, so... this guy, back into here. Let's actually do this with the cable. Alright, speed this up. How is the steel? Oh, we can make 18? That means... oh, we're almost done. We're almost at 5,000. Okay. So... this is fine. We're no longer having the issue, right? With the water? No, we still have water in here. Let's empty contents. The water is a problem because there's a partial boil issue with the meta refinery right now. So I just want to make sure I remove all of that single element type because we're coming in with pea water. That's a lot of sweetles and hatches. I think there's around 200 here. Because I have 100 over here. And then I have 360 critters total. That's not inside of a ranch. So I think we have around 200. We should have enough food as a result. I'm hoping we do. I'm also keeping the grub food preserves just in case. Alright, so this is ready. Alright, once we get... I mean, I could just build it now and just hope I get enough lime. I don't know if I should chance it. Yeah, I don't know if I should chance it. Either way, let's start capturing the Drekos. I need to get the reed fiber to repair the suits. And we're just going to bring them here to shear. Alright, speed this up. Coal is looking alright. Priority 4 or 5 for the sweeper. Diamond is actually what we're lacking a lot of. We're almost done, though, with the research right here. Oh, I still need to do databanks, just in case. That's right. Am I out of CO2? We need to send some gas. The mixed gas pipeline is fine, though. This Pip, dude. How is he not drowning? How come he just chills inside here and doesn't move? He has the navigation. It's so weird. Alright, we're just going to... that's weird. Maybe I should just unclick this. Leave the dirt on the ground. He probably has a straw. The snorkel. Oh, dude, like those cartoons back in the day. They would, what was it? I remember a cartoon. Was it Bugs Bunny? No, it wasn't Bugs Bunny. It was something else. It would be like this character. It would slap a beehive so that it could get its honey. And then it would run into the lake and use the cattails as a straw to breathe in the water because the bees can't go in the water, right? For whatever reason, man, I remember that iconic cartoon scene. It comes to mind when you guys say that. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, there it is. This is ready. Alright, so we are going to use that idea that we had. We're just going to free some hatches. Our victims are coming in, and we're going to close the door. Nice. Got them, boys. Oh, these guys got to die, boys. You hate to see it. I know what that is. Yeah, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. It's not. I'm not crazy. That's a classic scene. That's a classic scene. I feel like I've seen that scene. It was probably done in more than one show. Yeah. I've seen one where the people would get away with it, and I saw the one where the bees go inside of the cattails, so it ends up being in the. Oh, it was Tom and Jerry. Yeah, it was Tom and Jerry. Yeah. And yeah, Tom hit the beehive, and then he went into the water, and then he would use the cattails as a snorkel. And then they would fly down the snorkel, and then he would come up with, like, puffy cheeks. Yeah, that's Tom. That's the classic, man. Tom and Jerry is a classic. Yo, man. Shout out to Tom and Jerry, man. That's old school right there. That's old school, baby. Alright, we need to start crushing granite again, because we need to feed the hatches sand. And I need to start mining sandstone again. Because that's technically how we're feeding all of the hatches right now. So all of this is sedimentary rock. Okay. And then I could do this. Alright, all the sandstone I need to start using. As much of it as we can. Alright, mine the south. There's a little bit right there. And then I need to go into here for sand. Alright, so that means I should probably go down here for the breathability. Real talk. Making me feel old. Nah, man. Those are classics. I remember that watching that. Doesn't mean you're old. Does that mean you're old? That means I'm old. I don't want to be old. We're going to eject everybody. Alright, so I want to go into here. A lot of these resources are really lucrative. Sand, sandstone, sulfur. So I think we'll grab these. Also, the algae is kind of nice. Grab this as well. There we go. That's a good pattern. It was old school. Yeah, like the movie, dude. It's a classic. You seen the movie Old School? Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. We're not old, we're experienced. Yeah, man. You can't hate on us for being high-level characters. Kappa. Age is just how many levels you've gained in your life. Age is just your levels, dude. Nothing wrong with being maxed out. I one day want to be max level so that I could get the senior benefits at IHOP. Gotta get that senior discount, man. Alright, hopefully we could feed him that. Dude, man, that's a dream, dude. Live in one of those. Have you guys seen those buildings? It's they'll have like a area like this where the bottom floor is like an IHOP, and they'll have like random shops, and then all the floors above it are apartment homes. And then I've seen one that's specialized only for seniors, and it's because they could just walk downstairs, get IHOP, get the senior discount, and walk back upstairs. And then there's a grocery market right next to it as well. That's baller, dude. What's the limit? I think you have to be 65. And then you get a separate menu that's it's a lower cost for every item there. Well, not every item. It's basically their normal stuff. Yo, man, that's a dream, dude. That's a dream. 40 years ago. I know, man. That's a long time. Hopefully they don't do some BS like change the retirement age. I should have enough rad bolts for the final attack, so I'm just gonna turn this on forcefully to charge the diamond press. Alright, so we're good. This is chill now, right? Yeah, 29 degrees. We'll sieve out everything. Alright, we'll just do the pea water dump first, and then we'll go through the rest. Dude, they can't do that, man. I mean, the only way that's gonna be allowed, I think, is if they figure out how to reverse aging. That's the only thing I could see where the people would be okay with them moving the retirement age. Is if it's like, oh yeah, now you live up to 200. Or something like that, I don't know. My parents get senior discounts at most places now. It makes me feel old. It'd be like that sometimes, man. You know what's a good feeling? When you clean shave your face, and then you go buy alcohol and they card you. You know what I'm saying? That's the best feeling. You clean shave your face, you know, you clean up, go buy a beer, and the guy's, let me see your card. I'm like, yo, man, do I really look that young? Damn. There's riots going on in France right now because they're trying to increase the retirement age from 62 to 64. Yep, that's what I was talking about, man. It's crazy over there right now. I see you over there. Christopher, I see you over there. What if Leonidas just was? Is it Leonidas who said that? No. It was Achilles, right? Immortality, take it. It's yours. That was the Achilles movie, right? With what's his name? Brad Pitt. I guess pensions are going back. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's a lot of it has to do with the population decline. Yeah, yeah, it was Troy. And he played Achilles. That's what it was. There we go. The movie was called Troy. Yeah. I see you guys. The retirement is a death sentence. War gives up purpose. When I retire, I do nothing but sit and play video games all day. You say that like it's a bad thing, though, Captain Moeller. What's wrong with enjoying your time? It doesn't have to be sitting back and playing video games, but if that's what you choose to do, what's wrong with that? Oh, look at that! Free diamonds! How much is this? Dude, this is, I'm down for this. That's what I do now. That's what I hope to do. Hang out with chats, have a fun time, make some guides and tutorial videos. That's a dream, dude. I'm trying to live it. I'm trying to live it the best I can. Alright, we're at 31 right now. 31.25. We could make... Oh, we're out of iron, of all things. Whoa. Whoa! What the hell? What the hell? Am I about to lose the run right now, dude? Come on, can you get free? Let's slow down. We gotta mine these two. Get out, Ada. Get out. Come on. No resets over here, man. You could do it. I was trying to get some sand, man. There we go. We got it. This is probably a great time to crack into the Oxlite right here. At least she has a balloon. Yeah, keep her company, man. Feel like that sometimes. What if it was the balloon that was whispering sweet nothings into her ear, making her make bad decisions? Hey, man, you never know, man. You never know. Alright, this is some free oxygen. I wouldn't mind grabbing some of that. Alright. Free O2, let's go. Gonna tap into that. Gonna try to mine into this biome. Specifically for the sand and sandstone, so we can continue feeding the hatches for lime. Oxygen is included, yes. But not for long. Not for long. Too Legit's gonna be streaming from the old folks' home? Yeah, man. That's gonna be the strat. That's gonna be the strat. Hey guys, it's boy me, Too Legit City. And we're coming in with a new challenge. Retirement, I don't know. I'd be at the retirement home. I'm with my other content creators over here. And it is my 69th birthday. We're going to be celebrating that at the retirement home with the homies. That's exactly what's going to happen, man. All we're going to hear is get off my lawn. Dude, I'm not going to have a lawn, dude. I'm going to be real. Growing up with the lawn, dude, this shit sucks. We're like I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. On my street, so I don't know if you guys have houses like this. So in the house, right? You have a plot like this for your house. Your house is in here. You have a yard in front of it, and this is fenced out. Now, in front of your house and your plot, you have sidewalks, right? And the sidewalks are, you know, right there. Of course, this is bird's eye view. Right? So if you have a corner house, it looks like this. If you have a normal house, you get another fence like that. And then you have another guy's house right here. Right? And then this is the sidewalk. So, the sidewalk in front of our house has grass on it. And because of that, we are required by the city to maintain the grass height. If not, we get a citation. And they, you know, they warn us before they fine us. Right? And, dude, that shit is annoying. We are like the only house on the street that hasn't paved over the grass with concrete. Because all of the other neighbors just dropped concrete on top of the dirt over there on the sidewalk, and they don't have to cut the grass anymore. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm like, dude, that's so annoying. Cut grass, man. You have to trim it every time. And then we get a letter on our door or something. Hey, man, you got to cut the grass. First warning. I'm like, ah, come on, dude. Why you got to do that? By the time 2 Legit 69 will be after 2030, and lawns will be in VR. VR lawns, dude. It's basic. We're just gonna be playing a Stardew Valley, first person. We're required by the city to shovel snow from our sidewalk and salt the ice. Yeah, it's so annoying, man. I wish that wasn't a thing. Like in Cali, like we don't have snow, so we don't have to deal with that. But it's like we have grass because there's no snow. That becomes annoying. And then it's like we just pour concrete on there. You could do the same with concrete. That's the thing. My parents are like, nah, man, the grass is nice. Not my parents, my dad's gone. My mom's like, the grass is nice. I want to keep it there. I'm like, but we have to cut it all the time. Yeah, but you know, grass is good. And I was like, oh man. So I have to wait, man. Either I have to move out or you know, something happens. Oh, I'm lagging. What? Hello? Hello? Freeze? Hello? Oh my god. Dude, what just happened? I crashed and I didn't even get a crashed notification. Yeah, the game's gone. It's not even up anymore. Wait, Twitch is down? That has nothing to do with my game, though. It has nothing to do with my game, though. My game literally just shut off. I do have autosaves. So we're going to lose a little bit of progress, maybe like 5 minutes. It's not that bad. But that was weird. I didn't get the... You know how you get the picture of the dupe that says, oh no, something got eaten by a black hole? I didn't even get that. That was so weird. It was not a normal crash to desktop. That was really weird. No. Did I press Alt F4? The game lagged. I don't know what happened. And then randomly it just showed my Steam page on the desktop. Twitch is fine. Yeah, we're good. Alright. This was after we saved the dupe from here. That's good. What went wrong, dude? That's so random. Have you guys that have this game have ran into weird issues like that? Where you randomly have a weird situation? I'm curious, man. Have chat had any weird interactions with the Oxygen Not Included recently? I feel like the Hotshots patch, like, has completely dismantled the stability of the game. I'm curious, man. Has anyone been experiencing problems? I have random crashes after autosaves. Ooh, it's not a good sign. My game crashed on the main menu while I was AFK, I'm pretty sure. Wow. I crash occasionally, but I chalk it up to running the game on Linux. The struggles of Linux, man. I sat back down, my game wasn't running. I'm not even sure I had it running. Oh, okay. How is your computer? My computer's fine. Pretty good computer. I think this works. That's my computer. It's pretty recent. It's not recent, but it's a 9600K. So it's not the recent Gen 13. It's only a Gen 10. It's only Generation 10. Feels bad. We're not up to date with the snuff. Yeah, I build it myself. I source the parts, build it myself, because a lot of the times that is always going to be better. Am I not putting barbecue in here? Oh, I'm not. So the food is rotting a lot faster. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I messed that up. I need to put the stuff in there. Yeah, my graphics card's really old because during the time, it's so hard to find a graphics card at MSRP. And then even then, oh my god. It's still expensive, man. It's such a struggle. Oh, I'm getting scared. I'm getting a warning every day. Every report to have sufficient oxygen generation, but my spawns are working and my breathability looks fine. Ah. So what that means is that you're probably... So when you have that happen, when it says insufficient oxygen generation, it probably means either A, your electrolyzers are not running, like mines aren't. So I'm generating 0 oxygen. But at the same time, I also understand I have a buffer. Look at how much oxygen I have. I have 1,700 kilograms per tile. And this is 16, 17, 23 tiles of oxygen. So I have 23 tons of oxygen. So I'm actually pretty good. But I'm just not generating anymore. So what you could have been happening was if your electrolyzers are off, you'll get that, of course. And then if you do have them running 100% uptime, you click on it, you go to properties, and the uptime's at 100%. That probably also means that you're starting to generate, or you're starting to consume more than you generate. But because normally you have a storage of oxygen buffered, it's going to be fine until it catches up. But yeah, that's the way to check it out. I do have suits. We have suits to go outside into space. Only eats a lot of RAM, way more than other games. There's no way that it's more than City Skylines though, right? People are talking about getting 64 gigs of RAM to play City Skylines. And I'm just playing it with 16. Hey, legit, might be a strange question, but waterweed seeds require bleach though. Is there any other way to get it apart of digging out of certain biomes? Yes, Squeaky Puff. This guy. So you would have to either ranch this guy or the Prince. The Prince gives you Bleachstone as well, but it's at a reduced rate. 30 kilograms to 3 kilograms, right? Versus the Squeaky Puff gives you 30 kilograms to 28.5 kilograms. So ideally, you have to ranch these guys and keep them in chlorine. If they breathe chlorine, they could give you Bleachstone. Now, there's also other points of interest. Oh, is this guy starving? I forgot about this guy. Yeah, he's about to starve. Let's actually send this guy home before he dies. There's also points of interest that will have Bleachstone as well. You just have to find it, get lucky with it. And then going to other planets is another way. But for the most part, if you want to do it in-house, you're going to have to use puffs. I have 64 on mine for no reason other than I wanted to fill the slots up. Yeah, I see you over there. Big flex, big flex. I see a Zero Dragon. The moment I put dupes in suits, it regular tells me I have sufficient oxygen generation because it buffers so much. That's true too. Oxygen buffer in suits is another thing. You have, per full suit dock, enough oxygen for 2 cycles per suit, per dupe. Because this is, oh no, this is 275. That's 4 days. I'm sorry. That's a lot. Yeah, the port's off quite a bit. Plus 750, minus 905. Okay. So it either might be a water issue. It's not constantly getting water. Or you're starting to consume more than you generate. But it's marginal and you probably have a stockpile. I was thinking it'd be annoying to sustain a Frostburger production. It's... Honestly, man, waterweed, man, I think, I'm not sure, but I think you could actually just wild grow this. And it's probably fine. Because you wouldn't need to have Bleachstone anymore. You can't pit plant waterweed? Wait, you can't? I've never tried it, but you can't? Really? Is there reasoning behind that? Can't you? Yeah, oh, that was a question. Oh, I thought you said you can't. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, can't you just wild plant the waterweed? That I would wild plant waterweed because Bleachstone is such a pain to get. But yeah, that's what I would recommend if it's if you have pips. Whoa, is it hot over here? It is. Alright, he's fine though. Making iron so that we can make steel. We're almost at 4,000. It's not bad. We got some refined iron right here we could grab as well. I think I've seen what it is. Its O2 pressure is decreasing across huge areas slowly. Where I'm setting up a spawn, which showed Planetoid was a problem. Okay. I would also argue that with Geoturner, any Bleachstone you get is better spent boosting Water Geyser. And it turned that into more food. I mean, it depends. It depends. It makes sense for efficiency standpoint, but sometimes going to the inefficient route because of a pickup, like, you know, you convert water into food, right? But sometimes you want to make berry sludge because it never spoils and becomes the best rocket food because of that. Because it makes it so that you don't have to make a food storage setup in the rocket. You just have calories in a fridge. 2 tiles. Don't even have to have it in a separate room. There's a lot of things that you could like trade off. Berry sludge is really nice, man. If you could make it, it's great. All right, we are going to empty storage to get rid of the polluted water. And what I am going to be doing right now is cutting the pipe. Yeah, I'm going to get... No, actually, let's smelt one more time of iron first before we go to regular water. The messiness of all the water spills trigger and annoy me. Hey, man, it'd be like that sometimes. The liquids bounce around. The liquids will bounce around all day, every day. Okay, so... Not played this in a while now. I'm getting the itch. Yo, man, it's a great time to play. I will say that. It's a great time to play. It is a great time to play. So even if I get enough steel, I am locked behind diamonds. Which is very unfortunate. I could get more databanks, but I need to do... I mean, I guess I could sacrifice 350 steel since I'm going to be waiting. So let's build at least one of these. Cartographer module is what we need. And then I need this. So that we could get into the Spacefarer nose cone. And then we could do the strat. This, though, will need a little bit more steam. This is empty. That only has 1,000. Okay. So let's cut the pipe. Let's fill this up as well. Alright, fill up the rocket so that we can do the mission pretty fast. I want to get this into space so that we get this started. Of course, we lose a little bit of steel as a result, but that's a sacrifice I have to take. What is the use of this, the telescope, the cartographic module? I'll show you in a second. It's best seen in action. So, yes, you could actually fly into the tiles. So, the cartographic module makes it so that the fog right here doesn't matter. Right? So, normally when you have a rocket, you have to scan the tiles before you could move onto the tile. So, because of that, your telescopes have range. Now, the cartographic module allows you to actually scan the tiles adjacent to you, and it allows you to dive into unknown tiles, even if they're not discovered yet. So that, in that regard, it allows you to do very specific space scanning. Just because, you know, you have a lot of tiles, if there's no question marks on there, we don't really have to scout it. So in that regard, the telescopes and the enclosed telescopes are a little bit inefficient because it's randomly pointing at tiles, right? So with the cartographic module, you could select which tiles you actually want to scan and go for like a direct path. So we could go straight here and then scan these 4 tiles instead of scanning everything in between. Of course, because of the question marks, we know there's something there. So that's how that's going to help us. Happy New Year. What's going on, Loose Good the Great? Happy New Year indeed. It does not scan tiles around the rocket. It does not, but it can. But it can. So when you're moving, it doesn't, but you could scan ahead. That's how that works. So if I'm sitting here, I could scan this tile. While I'm moving, though, I do not scan all the tiles around me. You are correct with that. But if I'm in front of a tile, I could scan it. So I could scan this tile by sitting here. If that makes sense. You point the direction. Yes, you drive the rocket, basically, right? Napolini's, welcome back. It has to be on the rocket. This isn't something you just sit at home and use. You have to have it on the rocket to navigate it properly. Ready to see this work? I'm hoping it does. Alright, so this is ready. We're gonna send Napolini's. Welcome back, buddy. It's time to send you. Let's do a quick route. I will want to go to... I want to go to this one. For whatever reason, this one's calling my name. So, we're going to go this way. This stockpiled. We have a Trailblazer. Good stuff. Alright, Napolini's. Let's go, let's go. Need to recheck the code. Last time I checked, it had scan range of 0 radius. I just did it right now. I sat on this tile and scanned this tile. And I'm actually going to try to confirm right now. So we're going to go to this tile. My steam rocket can't go past this tile. So the idea is we go to here and see if I could scan that. So I'm actually going to test it myself right now. But earlier today, I was on this tile and I scanned the tile in front of me without moving to it. So I just want to confirm the strat right now. All right, so this is right here. And then we launch. What are the Trailblazers for? So one of my stipulations of the challenge is I cannot have any deaths. So no one's allowed to die. Steam rockets have a range of 10 tiles when maxed out. So I'm setting up an autopilot. So we trailblaze the pilot after we're already in the air. It overheated my reservoir. It feels bad. And then we're going to drop this guy off. We're going to wait for the pod to spawn. And then we're able to move out. So now the rocket's able to drive itself. And our pilot's back home. Scaly1, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well today, man. Welcome on in. So, now that he's safe, we don't have to have anyone die anymore. And because we have the cartographic module, you are able to still scan without a dupe inside. Since the cartographic module does the work and it's automatic, it's pretty good. May I ask, what's the question, Luska? You made a mod instead? Made a mod? I didn't make a mod, dude. That's legit. That's Oni strats, right? Yep, totally legit. Good morning. May I ask, which mods do you recommend? And since the patch, most mods are outdated and failing. I'm using a mod called Pliers. Oh, gotcha. Sergeant did. Gotcha. I'm using Pliers. This is called Pliers 2 Fixed, I think. There's like 4 different versions of Pliers. But that's because the original Pliers maker doesn't maintain it. Someone else took over. Now they don't maintain it. And now there's a 3rd version, I think. And then I use Sweep by Type. Basically, there's a sweep button right here. And for the most part, a lot of the times you might have a lot of items on your printing pod. You could select a specific item you want. So let's say that I want Joya Seeds. Right? I could select the Joya Seeds and then sweep it. And then I only grab the Joya Seeds. Nothing else. There's another mod I use called Smart Mop that allows me to mop up entire spills with 1 click. As long as it's the same element and it's touching. You can see that these 2 are moppable, but it's not touching this tile. It's touching diagonally right there. But if I were to click this, that's what it does. Now, this is my mod list, but it's not up to date. I don't use fixed camera pan anymore because they added a variation to that to the game. I need to remove that. And then DGSM has not worked for me yet. But I only use those mods. It's very little. A lot of the mods I use is very Very different.